I just want to say happy Labor Day. And now I'm going to fry me some chicken. And what I've done is I've got the 2 chicken thighs right here. And, you know, chicken thighs tend to be really thick. But I love them. It is my favorite part of the chicken. So what I do is I cut down beside the bone like this. Just a little slit right there. That way when it cooks, I know that it's getting done through and through. So I'm going to cut this one a little slit by the bone. I'm really kind of just almost touching the bone. Like that. And I'm going to put just a tad of buttermilk on mine and a little bit of flour and the salt and pepper. That's all I'm going to do. I like it like that. Turn my eye on. I'm going to deep fat fry it because I found with deep fat frying that it doesn't take up as much grease and stuff. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of buttermilk. Not much. Just maybe a teaspoon. Since I'm only cooking that much, I don't need a lot. We'll put a little salt and pepper. I hope y'all had a good day yesterday. I surely did. My little Banks and I and Kate, she was swimming with us. We had another little friend of Kate's came along. I leave the skin on my chicken. I like it. I've always liked it. But listen, if you don't like it, just skin that skin off and throw it away if you want to. Matter of fact, this one didn't have much skin on it. But I like the skin. I like that crusty part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get me some flour and put on it. It doesn't matter if it's self-rising or plain. I'm just going to go here to my jar like I always do. And we're going to get us some flour. I don't even think y'all can see that. It doesn't matter. Let me get me some. I'm going to sprinkle that on there a little bit. I don't want too much. Just a little bit. And tonight I'm going to cook something else that I think y'all are going to love because it's my children's favorite and my grandchildren. Everybody loves it. And it's my hush puppies. I usually call it, they are hush puppies, but I almost call them a critter because they look so funny. They got stuff sticking out all over them because I put so much onion. Okay, the grease is hot. Let's fry some chicken thighs. 2 of them. I'm going to put it in. Turn it, I had it on high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Ooh, looks like the grease is going to come out. Got me a fire going. Take my little fire extinguisher and throw it up under there. Dip out me some grease, because I got too much in there. Put it over to the side. Have you ever seen such a mess in your life? Let me wipe that up good. As my mom said, Brenda, you've always been a messy cook, darling. Okay, got that done. But I'll teach you one thing, don't fill your skillet up so high with grease, huh? I put way too much in there. But you know what? I keep this little thing out all the time. Let me tell you about this. It's just for grease fires. When my son was in kindergarten, we had, not kindergarten age, we had Bible school that year, and he went. And back then, children made a project in Bible school. So anyway, my little one, he made me this fire extinguisher. It's got those wooden spools on the top, and an old wire, and an old Astor coffee can. Y'all remember Astor coffee? Well, anyway, then you fill it up with this. Let me find you one, I'll show it to you. Well, I ain't even got it right. Here it is. With your baking soda. You fill it up with this yellow box of baking soda. And then when you have a kitchen fire that's grease, you just reach in there, get you a handful out and throw it. Y'all see what it did, didn't you? It immediately put the fire out. And so that's what I keep in my kitchen. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and fill my little can back up. I've used this can for, probably maybe 40 years, something like that. Because he was a little boy when we went to Bible school when he was little. Okay, I'm going to turn this over. Sure is looking good. I can see y'all all out there in Facebook land. You were fixing to panic, weren't you? Well, if you just got your fire extinguisher close by and don't panic, you'll do the right thing. The wrong thing is filling my skillet too full of grease. This is the first time it's happened, and I'm sure it won't be the last. This is what you call home cooking. Okay, while that's cooking, I want y'all to come right over here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my hush puppies. Now, most of the time when I'm making hush puppies, I make a real lot. But it's just been here tonight, so I'm not going to make a lot. And I normally don't measure either. But since you're here with me in my kitchen, I am going to measure because I want you to know what I'm doing. So I'm going to take a measuring cup and I'm going to do it like, I'm going to do it 3 parts cornmeal and 1 part flour. And I'm going to use plain flour. 3 parts cornmeal, 1 part plain flour. So I'm going to go over here to the cornmeal. So that's going to make a cup. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to get 3/4 cup of cornmeal. Okay, there you go, 3/4 cup, and 1/4 cup of plain flour. You don't want much of that. And I'm going to put it in my bowl. And I am going to add onions, but except this kind of onion, I'm checking my chicken. This kind of onion, I want it in big circles. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I've got me an onion here, and not circles, but half moons. I'm going to cut little skinny half moons out of this. I want it to be sticking out of my, I don't want little ones. I want it to be thin. Now, I'm cutting it thin, but I'm cutting it long in skinny strips, kind of, like this. And when you mix it in there, they kind of stick out. And they look like little critters, like little animals, like something crawling around. But it is delicious this way. My children love it. They love it. Okay, that ought to be a plenty. That's probably, if you were to see how big they are. They're skinny, but they're long, skinny and long. And we'll fry it in the same grease. All right, let me get some buttermilk and put in it. And now this is where it gets kind of sensitive right here. You want it to where it's really kind of thick like. So I'm going to mix it up until it's kind of thick. And those onions, it's going to look like you've got way too much onions in it. Okay? And I need just a tad more. And I do not put an egg in it. I don't put anything else in it. Just cornmeal, self-rising. That's self-rising cornmeal. And you could put self-rising flour, but I didn't. All right, here's about how thick I want it. See that? And I'm going to do little bitty things. All right, let's go over here to our chicken. Check it. Getting this laid out. Now see, when you put that slit in that chicken, that really makes sure that it's all done in there. All the way to the bone. Okay, I'm going to take this up. And I am going to cook my hush puppies. Okay? Now here's how I do my hush puppies. You don't want to put much in there. Just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just get just a little, something kind of like that. And I'm going to push it off gently in with the other spoon. And you people that don't like onions out there, you probably won't like this. But I'm telling you, it is good like this. And they're going to look like little, you don't want to make them big, just make them kind of little. They're going to look like little critters. Little animals, like something you'd see in the ocean crawling around, like a little crab or something like that. Okay. But boy, you talking about good with it. What we like to do is dip ours in ketchup. Okay, that's enough in there. Get me another plate out. I've had this people all day long today that come into the bed and breakfast. They're just the sweetest things. I have enjoyed them so much. So much. Alright, I'm kind of flip them over now a little bit and gently. Let them cook on this side. A little bit. I'm going to let y'all come over here and look in the pan because I want you to see what crazy shapes they are. That's the fun part about making these like this. I guess you could put, if you wanted to, you could probably put drain a can of kernel corn and put in it, or put some jalapeno in it, or whatever you wanted. See there? See how they're shaped so funny? Let me pick one up and let you see. See that? My son said, Mother, when you gonna teach them how to make hush puppies? Well, tonight's the night. What I really wanted with my hush puppies is I wanted catfish, and they didn't have any catfish. So, but that's my favorite fish is catfish and brim. I love brim. My husband used to go fishing a lot, and he loved brim too. He liked to get on a brim bed. And for those of you who don't know what that means a part in the lake or wherever they are, the river, wherever, where they're kind of clustered up trying to bed to have eggs and babies and breed and what all like that, and they call it and you actually can walk by that bed and you can smell the fish in there. You can actually smell it. You can smell them. They smell so good to me. They smell good to me. All right, I'm gonna get us out. I don't even know if I have any ketchup. Let me see here. I might have to go look at my pantry. Here's some. I got some right here. I love how y'all always wait on me while I look for all my stuff. These are going to be real crispy and real good. I think I've made way too much. See that cup, that 1 cup right there, look at all the stuff I got left. And I've already got 6 hush puppies in here. And they're big ones too. But just remember it's 3 to 1, 3 parts. So if you're going to make for a lot of people, you would want a whole onion cut in long strips. And maybe use a whole cup of cornmeal and 1 huge onion. And, well, that'd be 1 cup. And then you could put a 4th in, a little over with that. If it's 3 to 1, be a half. All right, I think these are about ready. They look good. You take them up and turn that off because I'm not going to fry the rest of them. If I do, I would eat them. So if they're not cooked, maybe I won't eat them. This is why I call them little critters, hush puppy critters, because of the way they are shaped. No 2 are alike. No 2 are alike. Let me move this off the eye. We don't want to have another fire tonight. Turn it off. I'll have to clean my stove out again. All right. I want you to look at this. See that? And they're real crispy. That part right there is like a little onion coming out of there. See how they're all shaped differently? Look at this one. What does that one look like? Look like a little frog leg to me. Ooh, they're too hot for me to touch.